Well, hello, and thank you so much for joining me. Today, we are once again bearing witness to this creature that we call Amber Reed. Dating me comes with this harsh reality. Um, the smell? Okay, that was mean, but, not untrue. I'm gonna guess she's gonna blame her audience because no one can date her without being harassed. I would like to say a special thank you to my members of the Skeleton Society, and a thank you to you, my viewers. And if you are enjoying the content, why don't you consider subscribing or be haunted by regret? We would love to have you as part of the Boneyard. All right, well, let's see what we've got in store for us.
All right, so we are doing things a little bit differently. I am taking out some segments and I'm keeping others. So I'm taking out sweet and sour, which was where I would take a random comment generator. I would choose those, I would respond to them. I noticed a lot of people.
No, actually, that was debunked on one of my other videos where I put her channel comments into a random generator and it was overwhelmingly negative just to prove that she cherry picks everything. But go ahead.
Were purposely like saying pretty harsh things and talking about things that I really did not want to talk about. And due to me being authentic, I would choose whatever popped up on the comment selection, no matter what was chosen, no matter if I didn't want to talk about it. So I'm just going to take that away. And then I am no longer doing tier tail because that was where I was talking about rumors and I would have to like search out for these things. And I personally do not want to do that. So we will be keeping the interview, which is the voice message.
This shirt that she's wearing, are we getting back in the Destiny era where she could only wear like the crew neck tees? Probably not, but it's what it reminds me of.
Questions because I genuinely love those and I know you guys do too. I'm also going to be keeping Sip and Community, which is where I put a little community tab post. I tell you guys to leave questions or just do whatever you want to do and I'll respond to the ones that I feel comfortable responding to because I know a lot of people still want to have like correspondence with me in these videos specifically, and some of you don't want to do voice memos, which I totally understand. So that gives you an opportunity to ask me questions just through the YouTube.
It also gives her more opportunity to completely fabricate what she wants to ask herself.
App. And then also we're keeping bad choices, which is me answering these cards here because I want to get through the whole deck, okay? So let's get into it and we're going to start with Sip and Community. So normally what I'll do is I'll just go from the top. I'll do just like whatever pops up first. But there's a little sort by section, so I'm going to do newest first. I'm also going to like, oh my god, I click newest first and it's nothing but like hearts and all this type of stuff from Abdullah Yusuf. So thank you. Maria's World said, hope you're happy and healthy with a bunch of hearts. Thank you. I am actually really happy.
She's not. I don't know that this girl has been happy a day in her life, and she hasn't been healthy since she was like a young child. So, no, no.
Right now, if I can be an advocate for anything, it is see someone about your mental health.
Ghosts.
I just accidentally unplugged my lamp, so I'm gonna go plug that back in. I genuinely
How did she unplug it?
someone about your mental health.
Was it with her extremely long toenail? Like I don't get it. She didn't move. So how does she have this living room set up where she's somehow unplugging something sitting there?
I just accidentally unplugged my lamp, so I'm gonna go plug that back in. I genuinely have no idea how that happened, but crazier things have happened. But yes, if I could be an advocate for anything, it is to see someone about your mental health and don't ever feel ashamed to go on medicine if you have to.
Okay, she's not wrong in what she's saying. Absolutely, there's nothing wrong with addressing that there's a problem. There's no shame in having any type of mental health issues. It's actually very common. And the majority of society, whether they're functioning or not, would benefit from some therapy because Everybody has shit in their lives that has affected them negatively that they could heal from. So, yeah, that's true. But the fact that she's gonna sit there and be all preachy, like, oh my god, you guys, shut up, Amber. Look at you and tell me that you have any understanding of what it's like to heal your inner traumas and grow as a person, other than in weight.
too, because I feel like Zoloft is actually changing my life for the better, and it feels really good.
It's almost
The
like you shouldn't have stopped
destroyer
taking it
said a
before.
BBW was attacked on a flight. What do you got to say about that? I have no idea what you're even talking about, so I'm gonna try to Google it. Do I literally put BBW attacked on flight? Because I don't know what to search. Yeah. Can't find anything really. Oh, something.
I'm going to assume they're referring to that irate person that grabbed the other passenger's hair. I don't know that I would call the person, the victim in that, a BBW. Yeah, they were maybe a heavier set person, but Amber's like picturing someone like herself. Like, no, no, this person could fit in a seat.
About a woman grabbing someone's hair. Wait, let me see. That's an ad. We're gonna mute that ad. I don't know if this is actually anything to do with what you're talking about. Oh, called her a fat. Oh, okay, maybe this is it. I actually have seen this video. What do I have to say about that? You shouldn't be attacking anybody regardless of size, skin color, sexuality. Like,
Maybe you should look at yourself in the mirror because you've been physically abusive in your past relationships. So, once again, don't ever take anything that Amberlynn says because she's the last person that should be telling anybody anything. So,
you should just keep your hands to yourself. We need more love in the world. Casual Observer said that I bought 1K subscriptions. So it's against terms of service to buy subscriptions. I've never done that before, but if you're talking about Social Blade will only show when someone gains 1,000.
get them, Casual Observer. I'm pretty sure you're in my comments too, and you're always hilarious. So, haha, Amber.
Once they've reached a certain amount of subscribers. So like if you go and see anyone who has like over 200K, I don't really know the exact number, but it'll only show like when they've gained 1,000, like 1,000 in total, not just like 1,000 at once. I gratefully gain about 800 subscribers per month on average. So thank you guys so much.
Ew, shut the hell up. Speaking of subscriber count, I just recently hit 700, so thank you so much, BBs.
COVID Lynn. I'm sorry. COVID Lynn's profile picture is me eating a chicken sausage and it just looks so hectic. But they asked, why aren't you posting Happy Father's Day to your stepdad? We celebrated Father's Day privately. We had a barbecue at my stepbrother's house and it was so great. I got him something.
Yeah, there's a weird dynamic there. I am going to go out on a limb and guess that Mama Lynn and all of her supportive behavior slash enabling towards Amber was wearing a little thin on her partner, and maybe he either tried to call Amber out on it or maybe he said something to the mom about it and it got back. That's just my guess because she was calling this person her stepdad, this, and then all of a sudden she switched it up to like my mom's fiance or my mom's boyfriend. So I think there was a conflict there, and it makes sense because Amber does not know how to get along with people. She's never had a healthy relationship with a parental figure, as we've seen in like her conflicts that she would have with her girlfriends' mothers. It's always the mom usually. But I can definitely see her and the stepdad butting heads, which would then explain the weirdness. But again, that's all allegedly based on my observations.
For Father's Day, wished him happy Father's Day. It was all just like private, not everything is online for sure. Are you okay? I hope so. Prayers for you always by Madeline Powell. Thank you so much. And yes, I'm doing great. You asked that 12 days ago because this community tab is old. So we should probably move on to the interview.
Yeah, that was when you were still like, guys, this might be my last post. This tooth, it had 3 roots. And truly, it may be the hardest thing I've ever gone through. Pray for me.
And I'm going to post a new community tab for the new Let's Talk. I'm so excited to do the interview again. Like, it's been so long. Oh my
I know
God. And
you
I know
love
you guys
talking about
genuinely enjoy it
yourself.
so much. So, if you guys want to ask me a question for the interview, literally just go to my Instagram, which it's linked down below. And just
Dear Amber, I have this one question that I've always wanted to ask. How is it that you sleep at night, knowing that you have profited your struggles, felt, made your audience feel sympathy, and basically pay for your life, all while repeatedly going through the same cycle and delusion as you convince yourself that everyone else on the planet is the problem and not you? Oh, never mind. It is from you are able to sleep at night because of Pillow Mountain, but maybe look into a CPAP. Okay, love you, bye. Let me know what it. Let me know in the comments if you could ask Amber any question and she had to answer it. What would it be? I honestly would probably ask something about like what really happened to Rarity, what was the truth in the Casey situation? What was the other poor cat of Destiny's that she let that one go? What happened there? What happened the night that she passed out and everyone acted weird? I don't know. There's a lot of good ones that I'm probably not thinking of. Let me know what you would say.
send me a voice memo asking whatever you want. And if you can't do that, then just send me a microphone emoji. I'm going to send you a smiley face emoji back so that approves you to send me the voice message.
Hi there. First of all, I was planning to send you my question when you replied to my mic emoji, and then you announced that you were having a break, and then you uploaded again, so I was kind of confused. In any case, I'm sending you my question. So I know you shared recently that you're on Zoloft. I'm on Zoloft too, marking my 1 year anniversary next month. For me, it has been working. I'm working very closely with my therapist and my psychiatrist as well.
Yes.
So I really hope it works for you. I just wanted to ask you like how it's been feeling. How long have you been?
I hate the way she looks and acts when she's like pretending to be active listening. It's almost like you see how Amber is practicing how to react normally to other people. Like, okay, yeah, I should show sympathy here. Yes, I should be smiling here. Yeah, okay, now give a nod. Like,
Taking it? I'm on 100 mg. Yeah, it works.
It
So I hope the
does.
best for you. And yeah, I wanted like your updates on that. And also I'm from Greece, so excuse my accent or any
Sorry, I have to pause it. I love your accent and I'm so jealous. Greece is actually like a place I would love to visit.
Amber, just go to Greece and you'll be talking like that in no time because you only know how to mirror other people. Also, conspiracy theory. I don't think it's so much the Zoloft that is working for her, and maybe it is. I don't know. I think she's got a new love interest, and that's why she's riding the wave of euphoria right now.
of vocabulary there. I'm very sorry. Also, you're on TV. I sent you a picture. Yeah. My living room is a mess, but yeah.
So cute. Thank you. But yeah, Zoloft has been going really good. I've been on it for about a month plus like half of a week. So it's been almost 5 weeks and it's honestly working really, really good.
A month plus every week. Just say 5 weeks. My God, just say a month. Shut up.
Like genuinely. And I'm so glad that it's working for you and you've reached almost a year of being on it. That's amazing. Yay.
Hey Amber.
Hello.
Watching your video right now. Do you actually do random voice notes or
Yes.
do you pick and choose?
No.
That's my
Hell
question.
no, she
They're
don't
absolutely
pick random
random. I
ones.
have hundreds.
They're absolutely random. I'm definitely not cutting out this video at all. Yeah, show us an unedited version or do it on a live. Then I'll believe you.
And I literally just scroll through, pick a random. Scroll through, pick a random. That's all I do.
Hello. I wanted to ask about your OCD that you are diagnosed with. I was wondering why
Okay,
you
Amber, now act
rarely
serious
talk
and
about
nod
it
like you're
anymore
concerned.
in recent memory. I know you
Purse your
are
lips.
open about your
Yes, it's
BPD and those
difficult.
struggles. I'm just wondering why any of your other diagnoses don't get that attention, or is it like a personal reason, or... But thank you.
It's
It's because everything else is self-diagnosed, including probably BPD. I don't know, obviously, but speculation.
because of the backlash. Like anyone in my personal life knows the things that I deal with to an extent. But like now sometimes like I catch myself just saying my anxieties, like my contamination anxieties, and I know that
My
it's a
mentals.
lot further than that, and there's things that I do that a lot of people would not believe me if I spoke about it. And to me it's something that like I genuinely deal with constantly. Like I have mentioned it like just the tiniest little bit, and just the way that people react, like it makes me feel really sad. So I'm like, maybe I need to stop talking about this because it's something I already struggle with. Like my mom sees me struggle with it, like people I've been in relationships with, they see me struggle with it. Like it's not something that I take very lightly.
Hi there, my name is Luke, and I'm new to the channel, actually only like about 2 weeks of watching your content, so it's
Wow.
crazy that I have the opportunity to ask a question. But if I had to pick one, it would be if you were to start over completely
Okay.
with your YouTube content and do something totally different, what would it be, or would you do the same thing and show your weight loss journey?
I don't think that I would start my YouTube as a weight loss channel because that was like my first video ever was like, hi, welcome to my new weight loss channel. I would literally just start it as like, hi, watch me live my life. And I probably wouldn't hyper focus on trying all these diets, etc., etc. And I would just live life, and I'd probably keep the dieting like very minimal.
Hey, Amber.
Well, I'm sure she's saying that because her so-called weight loss channel has been nothing but a weight gain channel. But I don't think she fully grasps the fact that the only reason that she has the audience that she has is because of the dumpster fire that her journey has been. So, okay, Amber, go ahead and make that stupid little wish, but you wouldn't be um surviving only on your YouTube income. Now, all that to say, maybe she wouldn't be sitting here as a 500 plus pounder, but as FFG would say, sliding doors.
Hey, from down under. I want to ask, what is the biggest, fattest, juiciest piece of tea you have right now? Love ya.
Oh, I can't say that. Skip.
New
I create the
girlfriend.
rules. I'm allowed a few skips per video.
Or
Hi,
boyfriend, who
Amberlynn.
knows?
Thank you so much for letting me ask you a question. I just want to start off by saying that I genuinely love you so much. I have watched you since the very beginning of your YouTube career. I think
Oh, wait, this is the one. Okay, so I was live streaming and my members were like, listen to a random voice message. And I started listening to this one, and then I realized it was so sweet. It's also 4 minutes long. And I was like, I need to save this for a video. And here it is. Okay.
Oh my god, and you just happened to randomly pick it again. Wow, what a coincidence. If this call is seriously 4 minutes long, we're not going to be hearing all of it because I'm not just going to listen to somebody kiss her ass for 4
Let me
minutes.
keep listening.
that you are so fun, so funny. I think you're beautiful. I genuinely feel like
You.
we're friends. I know that sounds weird, but because
It honestly does not sound weird. Like, I totally get it. I have felt that way about people online as well.
I've watched you from the beginning and I've
Honestly, if this person has watched them from the beginning and still is like, Amber, you're the best. What?
seen your life and I've kind of like grown up with you a little bit. I genuinely feel like we're friends even though we don't know each other.
It's definitely a weird concept that like so many people know things about me, and like I'll meet you guys like in public or whatever it may be, and like you guys will come up to me and be like, can I have a photo, this and that, like, and then you guys will start talking about like just random things about my life, and I'm just like, it's such a crazy concept that like you guys know all these things, and like I look at you and you guys are just like these beautiful strangers, and I'm just like, oh.
What's so weird about it? You've literally broadcasted your life for 10 years. You created your own Truman Show. What's hard to conceive about that in your mind? I mean, granted, it's Amber we're talking about, so it's a limited functionality there, I get, but
It's just a weird dynamic, but like I live for it, and I just appreciate the support so much.
And I just wanted to say that I am so grateful for you doing this and for allowing so many people like myself, your real supporters, into your life and making us feel like we're all friends. So
That's definitely a goal. Like I want everyone to feel like they can.
do you have your friends in your life that are lying to you and gaslighting you all the time? Wow, sounds like a great friend. Your judgment is sound. Thank you, ma'am.
Come to me, talk to me, like have this correspondence with me. I know a lot of YouTubers don't do that, but I genuinely enjoy it. Like, I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what you guys want to hear from me.
Well, considering her dating options are usually from her audience, yeah, she's got to keep that line of communication open.
I think that's important to like keeping up a certain type of relationship with your audience. Like, I don't want to just be sitting here like feeling like I'm talking to a wall, and I don't want you guys to feel like I'm not obtainable. Like, I'm just like a normal person like everyone else. And yeah, I just want it to feel close knit, and I want it to be a more peaceful place for all of us.
thank you for that. Love you for that. My question for you, I actually have two. So
Okay.
the first one is not so serious. It's just something that I'm curious about. Okay. And then the second one is a little bit more in depth. So first question, and forgive me if you've shared this before, but I am genuinely curious about how tall you are. I imagine you to be like 5'3", 5'4", but in some of your more recent videos, you've looked a little bit taller to me. So I was like, maybe she's a little bit more of a taller girly. I don't know.
Listen, again.
No, bitch. She has claimed in the past that she's either 5'2" or 5'3". That is also why on her frame, according to Dr. Now, because she's so short and her skeleton is condensed, compared to someone that's taller. So someone that's say 5'10", 500 pounds, okay, her at 5'2" or 3", whatever she's about to say, at 500 pounds, it's more like having 700 or 800 pounds as far as like the stress on your body.
And when I meet you guys, I always get, you're so much shorter than I thought you'd be. So I like to say I'm 5'3", but if we're being technical, usually when I am getting my height taken, I'm 5'2.5". But we could just say I'm 5'3" for scientific reasons. Wow, you were actually really close. Like, I've had people say that.
So she'll round up on the height, but God forbid she weighs with her clothes on because she needs those extra 24 ounces.
They thought I was like 5'11". I'm like, I can't imagine ever being that tall, but yeah, you were pretty close.
No, I don't know why I want to know, but I'm just genuinely curious about how tall you are. So that is my first question. How tall are you? And then my second question, actually, I'm sorry to bring up relationships. I know it's like a dreaded topic, but
okay.
I just want to know, so out of all of your relationships from the beginning that I have watched, they all, to me anyway, share one common characteristic, and that is that they've all been really shy to be on camera. And
yes.
Not that that's a bad thing, but YouTube is such a big part of your life.
Destiny was not shy about being on camera until she was over Amberlynn.
I'm just wondering if moving forward, when you are ready to start dating, if you're ready to start dating ever again, I love that you're genuinely taking a break for yourself. I think it's great. I think you need to work on.
And she's not. Everyone is speculating that she's still talking to Emily. And I've already said the way she's acting here, it's like she's already found the next caretaker.
On yourself and motivate yourself from within. That's where
I
real growth
agree.
comes from, but I digress. So my question is, moving forward, when you're ready to maybe find someone again, do you have a new list of standards? Are there things that you are able to look back on your past relationships specific to YouTube?
Must be fine with being a caretaker. Must be comfortable with poop and other bodily fluids slash smells. Must be fine with dealing with an emotional vampire that constantly needs emotional and mental support because they are mentally a child and severely damaged. Must be okay with someone that's extremely jealous and consuming of their time. Um, what else? What else?
Obviously, all of your past relationships have flaws, but specifically,
And we need to keep in mind that every relationship has flaws. No relationship is going to be perfect by any means. Like, I feel like we all look for that perfect relationship, but no. And
Yeah, it seems funny though that yours always seem to follow this set pattern. It's almost like there's a common denominator in every situation. Funny. Funny how that works.
I've heard recently where people are like, love isn't just a feeling, it's a choice. I don't know if I 100% agree with that, but I feel like what is a choice is like waking up every single day and like not only choosing to do good for you, but also like do good for your partner. That's a whole other topic.
Wow, it's almost as if that's what they're referring to. Amber has absolutely no idea what actual love is and what it takes to love someone. She has the idea that I think probably all of us had in our minds when we were like, 12, 13 of being in love, like the very superficial butterflies and um the romantic connection, the physical attraction. That's all very surface level. When you really love someone, in my experience, you are willing to put that person before you. And in a relationship, you make each other a better version of yourselves. It's also something where, say, you have a very huge flaw about yourself, especially one that is negatively impacting those around you, like her weight. That's something that you are going to work on, not only for your own benefit, but for the benefit of those around you. But Amber doesn't love herself. So how is she going to love anyone else in her life? Everything that she has shown us, it's always very transactional. It's, well, I've done these things for you, so now you need to do these things for me. When you do something nice for someone, you shouldn't be doing it because you're expecting something in return. You should be doing it because you care about that person and because it makes you happy to see them happy. Amber doesn't understand any of that. So, again, for her to sit here and talk about honestly anything is a moot point because she is so stunted and has so little life experience. It's just, who's listening to you other than someone that's the same mental level, which would be like a junior high kid?
specific to your YouTube career, are you looking for someone who maybe isn't so shy and, feels okay being in front of the camera and
No, 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 no. So actually, before I got with Feline, which was the person that I was with after Beck, I didn't care about that at all. Whether they wanted to be on camera, whether they didn't. But then I got with Feline, someone who did not, and it was hard. There were so many times, like while editing, I would catch Feline in a reflection, and I would purposely have to zoom in. Like, you just have to be so much more careful, especially when it's like a live-in partner. someone you're with 24/7. It made it so difficult, but I was like, I'm willing to do this because I'm absolutely in love with this person and they absolutely are in love with me, and it's like it's worth it to me. But then after that relationship ended, I told myself
The true struggle of Amber having to do some extra editing. Wow. Amber, you were just selfless beyond measure.
I will genuinely never be in another relationship again where the person does not want to be on camera, mainly because it just makes my job difficult. It makes life so much more difficult. Plus, I love the memories. I love being able to show what we're doing, having those memories, looking back at them. Plus, I like sharing my life with you guys. But after what has happened in the last 365 days, I have realized more than ever, I will never, ever, ever again speak about a partner. I won't even speak about them, let alone show them. That is me, like literally
How does that even make sense? So you want someone that's going to be on camera, but you're not going to speak about a partner. Okay.
saying I am never going to even talk about my love life. I know I've put that boundary up and I have sustained that. And I'm letting you know, like, I'm throwing away, like, I'm literally locking it and like throwing away the key. Like, I'm genuinely never going to like go outside of that boundary because I don't want whoever my future partner is, if I ever do get another relationship, let's be realistic, I'm sure I will. I'm only 34, but like in the way future, whoever my future partner is, I do not want them to be eaten up by people that like genuinely don't know them. There is just
Here's an idea. Maybe next time you're in a relationship, which should be far, far down the road because you have so much work to do on yourself, it's inconceivable to me. Maybe next time get a partner that is mentally strong, and it's really not that difficult to just put your phone down and not pay attention to negative comments. It really is that simple of just not participating in it, not looking at it. But I think the hard part of that is Amber doesn't like people that are mentally strong. She wants somebody that she can manipulate, someone that she can push around and is just basically going to do what she wants her to do, what she wants them to do. So I'm not trying to talk bad about any of her previous exes, but it's very clear she has a type, and it's not somebody that is going to give her a lot of pushback. So those things don't mesh. If you want to have a life online because this is your only source of income and you want to have a partner, then get somebody that's got a little thicker skin. Just like her. Huh? I don't like the back. Ignore it. It's really not that hard.
too much hatred and doxing and blackmail and just malicious stuff. And it's a lot. It's happened with every single one of my partners. Every single one of my partners. And I don't
Also, maybe you should actually get to know somebody before being all in love and understanding if they've got some really crappy things in their past. That, yeah, it's the internet. It's a scary place, and any skeleton that you might have in your closet, Amber, when you're sharing your life with the world is going to be exposed. So maybe forewarn them, have that discussion with them so they can maybe tell you, hey, I've had this situation in the past that they maybe bring up. And then maybe you won't be blindsided by it. Or just pick your partners better and not have some shitty a-hole that's a feeder and has all these creepy things in their past.
want to put someone in that position ever again. So it's just easier for me, as much as I would love, like literally love and adore my partner to be on my YouTube, I have to put my future partner first.
Can handle the haters and that kind of thing. So
Not many people can handle the type of hate that like is projected onto me and onto my partner, and I don't want to.
YouTubers that have millions of subscribers and they get a bajillion more hate comments than you and still have partners. It's almost like you love to fester in the drama and make it part of your personality so you can be the victim.
Ever put that position onto someone, because like when I got with Tommy and Tommy was so willing to like be in the public eye. Like I literally lived for that because I just got out of a relationship with someone who like it was a secret. And then I also had a relationship with Feline where she didn't want to be on camera. So it was like, wow, I'm finally with someone who like.
Well, one of them was married. And Tommy was a feeder. So Amber's decision making just chef's kiss.
Genuinely wants to be on camera. And like Tommy didn't deserve anything she went through. Feline didn't deserve it. Like no one has deserved what they went through by just being my partner. And it just, I cannot imagine myself putting someone else in that position. And it even took me a while.
Emily 100% deserves some type of backlash. I don't want to see their child being affected because that's an innocent kid that doesn't deserve anything. But when you have a partner that is what was she, like 1,000 pounds, close to it, and you're feeding her and feeding into that addiction and then monetizing it, and then you're gonna come to her funeral and be like the heartbroken spouse when you were the one that helped her demise along. And then 3 months later, oh, now Amberlynn, and they had all those other people they were trying to talk to. Let's not make Tommy a victim here. Let's not make Emily a victim here, because they were not that.
While to like put my mom on camera because I was so scared that it was gonna happen to her. But she would always be like, just let me be on camera, it's totally fine. And like she was super shy and cute about it. And like me and her, we would go back and forth and we're just like, I don't know, maybe we should, maybe we shouldn't, maybe we should. And then finally we just went for it. And then things did get heated for a minute there. My mom loves me unconditionally, and it's hard for like quote unquote the haters to like accept that someone can love me just because they're willingly doing so.
No, it's because it's very obvious that you have guilted your mother, and she is in a position where she doesn't want to call you out on your bullshit because she doesn't want to risk her relationship. I've said this before, it's very obvious to me that Mama Lynn has a lot of guilt from Amber's childhood, which rightly so. She was not a good mother to Amber, and Amber obviously went through a lot of trauma because of her parents. But it's very obvious now that her mother's trying to make up for that, and Amber has on her videos gone out of her way to like bring stuff up almost to like shame her mother. So I think that's more so what I at least pick up on, that Mama Lynn is trying to make up for lost time, trying to be a good mother, and see how there's a character in your story that people actually like. So it's not just because these people are innately picked on, it's because people find out about them, their personalities, what they've done in the past, and yeah, no deed goes unpunished. So, but yeah, Mama Lynn, I have nothing negative to say. I think everybody makes mistakes. Addiction is one of the worst things that humanity has to endure for the addict and the family. So, kind of went on a rant on that. But anyway, yeah, it's very obvious that people like Mama Lynn because she comes off as a good person.
Like when I have a partner, they're just like, they're choosing me, they're loving me, not because they have to, but because they're like literally actively choosing to. I'm glad that phase with my mom is over with though, because she didn't deserve that. And I can't even have friends in my videos. It's not even just like a partner. I can't even have friends because I have friends in my real life. Like I have family in my real life, people that I see and I hang out with, and I am not filming when I'm around them at all. Like I genuinely just like, I don't know. I feel kind of sad.
We feel so sorry for you. No, we don't. Just like Chantal, this is the audience that you have fostered. And if you don't like it anymore, then get off the internet and get a real job. I don't know what to tell you.
But I would rather protect the people I love and I care about and just have all of the like the hate just be directed towards me, because I don't want to see the people that I love and care about hurt and have bad things happen to them.
Yeah. The only time Amber wants to see her loved ones affected is if she's the one doing the abusing.
It just doesn't feel good to me.
So I know I don't want to take away from anybody who was afraid to be in front of the camera due to the hate, because I know that the people who hate you are genuinely so awful and will go to great lengths to make sure that everything about you and the person that you're with and even the people that you're around are known and all of their personal information is out there.
No, that's not true. I hate Amber, and I'm not trying to go real life. I would never dox someone. I would never try to hurt someone. Like, this is just bullshit. Everybody that hates you is the worst scum of the earth and literally eat babies for breakfast. Just get a life.
Yeah.
So
Get
I
a
don't want
grip.
to take away from that fear, but it is something that requires like a strong person. So I'm just wondering if you're maybe looking.
Well, that ain't Amber. She's always on here complaining and crying about her audience and the backlash. You think Amber is strong? Look at her. You're gonna tell me her and her life and her body that tells you you're telling me you've watched this girl since the inception of her channel and you think she's a strong person? Okay. Yeah. So strong that in her weight loss journey she has gained 200 pounds. So strong that she's alienated herself from every person that she ever said was a part of her life until now, which is her mother. Like, yeah, this person, like I said, if you have gotten this far with Amber and you still think that she's like a good person and like the victim in these circumstances, your judgment is very much in question.
For someone in the future with a little bit more of a thick skin, if you will.
No, because I don't care how thick someone's skin is. Like, my skin's pretty thick. Like, I'm still here and kicking. I
It's
still laugh
not.
and
It's
giggle and
not.
show a positive side, no matter what is thrown at me online. But it's like, yeah, I can find someone like that and be with someone like that, but I still do not want to put anyone else in that position. Like, I already regret so strong. Like,
Stop worrying about what your audience is going to do to your partner and focus on what you and your behaviors are doing to your partner. How about that?
the things I did say about Feline and showing Tommy, I feel like the only two partners that I was with that genuinely like wanted to be on camera was Destiny and Beck. And I even regret putting them. It just sucks that that's what it boils down to, is just a boundary at this point.
Yeah, so I hope that made sense. I hope you get the gist of what I'm trying to ask you. I will continue watching your videos. I will continue supporting you and loving you. And I feels best
Yeah, okay,
for
we
you.
get it.
I love you too, and thank you for being such a sweet supporter. I appreciate it more than you know. All right, you guys, that was a long one, so I think we should do bad choices. So I'm just gonna choose 5 from
I hate
this
these.
bowl. Let's get into it. First one is, have you ever tasted your own? Yes, I have. Have you ever had sex that lasted less than 2 minutes? No, I'm a lesbian. More like it lasts 2 hours. Would you eat a shit sandwich to meet your idol? Absolutely not. That would never happen. For $100, would you
I swear she only does this so she can seem like the sexual mistress that she perceives herself to
stick
be.
a roll of quarters up your A? No. Have you ever roleplayed in the bedroom? Yes. So that's the end of this Let's Talk. I hope that you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you in the next.
Yikes. Okay. So glad she could pick that 45,000 minute ass kissing narrative. I kept it in because I think she answered a lot of things that were complete bullshit. So, all right. So we're officially caught up with Amber. Nothing's changed. Nothing's going to change. She is the perpetual victim in her life. So I thank you so much for joining me. I, again, want to thank my members of the Skeleton Society. If you wish to join, click the join button or the link in the description. If you would consider subscribing to my channel, trying to get 1,000 subscribers, I would greatly appreciate it, and it helps out the channel a lot. And thank you for watching. So I hope you have a great day, a great night, a great weekend, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate